Good morning! Today we are showing you how to make a really yummy, really delicious, easy leftover breakfast cereal. The base of it is quinoa. How we really came up with this recipe was when I was nannying in Boulder. One of the kids, well, both the kids were mini vegetarians, and they would eat sweet potatoes with almond butter and blueberries for breakfast.
Can I tell you, when Megan first told me this, she called me up and she's like, "Ma, you will not believe what these 5-year-olds are eating." I'm like, "Peanut butter and sweet potatoes?" She goes, "No, but it's really good."
It's so good. And so I had leftover quinoa and I had a little leftover sweet potato, and I created this breakfast bowl that a lot of you asked for the recipe on Instagram. So
it's like a creamy quinoa repurposed amazingness.
So good and really easy and totally what is the word I'm looking for? Like, you can make it your own.
It's a template.
Exactly.
You know, all of our recipes, I think that we really try to get you cooking what you have in your refrigerator, what you have on hand. You know, like, again, it's whatever you like too, your preference.
And you're gonna see, we're just gonna cook it straight through right now. So we're heating up our little hot plate. This thing gets really warm.
And you're gonna put it way down there.
Yeah.
Way down there.
I got it.
Okay, good. Don't burn yourself.
So I'm putting in a little coconut oil, and this is, I got it.
Oh, okay. So if you didn't want coconut oil, you could totally do butter too. Like a good grass-fed butter would be
really delicious with this. But again, I think the coconut really plays well with all these flavors. It's a lot of nuts, and then we're gonna be using a nut milk. So whatever your preference. And this is a little over a cup of leftover quinoa, and this is good for.
And that is a tricolor quinoa. So if you're not used to seeing colorful quinoa,
yes,
it's an ancient grain. It actually has 1 more gram of protein than the white quinoa has.
You know, we're always looking for that little bit more nutritional value. So you're just gonna put the quinoa in here. Basically what we're doing, since everything is cooked, we're warming it up. Well, I'm gonna need it right now for this.
Okay. I just want to help her.
I know, you're the best. So what I have is leftover sweet potato, and this I just happened to have lying around when I created the recipe. If you don't have it, totally omit it. It's just a little additional.
It's such a great complex carbohydrate, you guys, that actually helps with the fiber. You know, we're always looking for really beneficial fiber. And the color, hello.
It's so beautiful.
Rich in phytonutrients, antioxidants.
Forget, like, use the skin. The skin is where it's at. I don't take it out. It is used in here. And we're just gonna mix it all up, because when sweet potato, these are like roasted sweet potatoes left over. Pegs does them a couple different ways. I take the whole sweet potato, cut it in half, or cut some slices in it, wrap it in parchment paper and then tin foil, and put it in the oven.
And I don't do that. I just take it now. I found a really easy way if I want to have it sooner than in an hour or 45 minutes. I cut it in half. I stick it just on a flat piece of parchment in any kind of little baking dish. And then I drizzle olive oil on it with sea salt. Holy moly, you guys. And it's done in 30 minutes.
You know what? You could also use a little bit of olive oil in here. I was just in Ojai recently, and I made granola, our homemade granola, which our recipe will link in the description. But it's we use coconut oil typically, and when I was in Ojai, they have such beautiful olive oil. I made it with olive oil, and it was amazing.
Something new.
I know. So now we're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. You can hear it sizzling. It's warming up. Add some cinnamon in here.
Love it.
Gonna add some nut milk. Again, this is a cashew-based nut milk. You can use almond. We have a recipe video on how to make homemade almond milk. Or nut milk, any homemade nut milk. We're gonna link that in the description below as well.
Because I love hazelnut milk, and that's actually in that as well. Hazelnut milk, cashew milk.
It's really whatever you have. And I mean, you can play around with the amount that you use. You just want to cover it. And the milk is going to help incorporate everything really nicely and make it like a nice, creamy stew. You can kind of see it's a little bit farther away.
It's like mushy, kind of porridge looking, which is awesome. And it smells really good.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So yummy. So I'm going to add the rest of this
Oh, perfect.
milk in here. And then I'm gonna add some sweetener, which is maple syrup.
100% maple syrup, not like those.
And just a little bit. You really don't need a lot. If you want, you can add honey.
Well, you can add, so there's several different sweeteners you can use. You can even add maple syrup, comes in maple sugar. You can add coconut sugar. And for me, I love chopping dates up because dates are a wonderful whole food sweetener.
See, we're just giving you ideas to make this your favorite breakfast bowl.
So good.
It's so good. So again,
Oh my gosh.
this is pretty much done. You can see it's nice, thick consistency. This took no time whatsoever.
1 minute, 2 minutes.
A minute or two. We're just heating up. I'm gonna let it sit to just warm up. I know, what are you trying to grab?
I was gonna take the pot so you can move this out
Not
of the
yet.
way.
I still wanna get it to warm up a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. And so now we are going to,
You're so funny.
I guess I just have to do it myself.
Meg has a way of doing things her way.
Yes, I do.
Very different than Peg's doing it another way.
As I'm sure one of you are gonna relate to me, one of you are gonna relate to Pegs, some will relate to me,
Patience.
more will relate to Pegs, I don't know.
Any of you moms out there, anyone with kids will know, patience is
So this is
definite.
a big bowl.
Oh my God.
We're sharing, but this is like,
Ooh, it's beautiful though.
this would serve two. This is like great 2 serving
and it
portions.
smells
But like,
amazing.
it's like winter, beautiful porridge. Here, let's see so you guys can check it out. Oh my God, it is so
Perfect.
good.
Now
and
for the toppings.
The toppings, this is where you get to have fun. Again, with the sweet potato mixture, the only fruit that I really enjoy mixing with that is blueberries.
And I like maybe some dried fruit, either, goji berries, mulberries, cranberries. They even make dried blueberry. Anything dried that you like, mango, so many different choices.
Blueberries are one of those fruits, again, we really strongly suggest you buy it organic with the amount of pesticides and everything. We love our farmers market blueberries, and look at they're just so beautiful. Again, the blue with the orange and then this colorful quinoa. It's like, it's almost too pretty to eat, but don't worry, we're gonna eat this.
Okay, and Meg has some major surprises as to what she adds to things.
Yes, so again, the almond butter.
Here, which one do you want?
I'll take this one, this cute little spoon. We're gonna add some almond butter, and this is where you can get really pretty and drizzle it, but I'm just gonna put it in the corner because again, if Pegs doesn't want some of this.
I know, I have to taste it first.
To see.
I've never had hot cereal with butters, and I know I've seen it on a lot of Instagram photos.
It's so
but I
good.
think it's genius.
It's really good, and just a little bit of added protein. Again, quinoa is a great source of protein. You know what is also delicious on this that we don't have out here, but hemp hearts would be amazing, and I actually did put some on this.
Oh,
but
good.
Some more additionals because it's that sweet and savory. We got some these cacao nibs.
Which you're loving.
I've been loving these. I mean, just the...
Here, I'm gonna grab it.
I want to put some... You're gonna put some more in here? I'm like, we're making it kind of pretty as we're doing this.
Beautiful.
Cacao is so great, rich in phytonutrients and just
They actually have
antioxidants. It
good
is
benefit.
lots of good benefits. Walnuts. Pegs doesn't do so well with the walnuts, but I love them. And if you look at them, they're great. They look like your brain, so it's little brain food. And
so instead of walnuts, I use pecans because they work in my body, and that again is what Megan and I teach, is learning to know what works in your body. So pecans work for me.
Walnuts in here, and then
I'm gonna put a few right here, sprinkle on.
Put a couple pecans, and then if nuts don't work for you, seeds. I'm gonna add a little bit of some sunflower seeds. Peg's got some pepitas or pumpkin seeds, and the green just looks so pretty with this. And then
drizzle.
A drizzle of honey. Now if you are vegan, this is where you could just add a little bit more of the maple syrup
or coconut
sugar, or again, taste the cereal to see
coconut nectar,
and taste and see while you're heating the cereal up if it's sweet enough for you. You don't need some. You could also add, so this is where you could add some hemp hearts or a little bit more cinnamon, because we just love cinnamon.
Ooh.
And look at how how beautiful this is. I can't get over it. It's stunning.
Okay, I'm digging in while
Try
Megan's
it.
gonna tell
Yes.
you about this.
So for this full recipe, you can go to currygirlskitchen.com. And if you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, we're constantly posting delicious recipes like this.
You guys.
And more inspiration for you to get cooking, because that is what we're trying to do. Get you excited about cooking.
Almond butter, and this is like insane. I'm so surprised.
Love when you make a good recipe, so we hope you enjoy this soon.